Big Poppy's in the house. Again, I'm still under some construction and putting different equipment in place and stuff. And I've got a gentleman out there, I really enjoy his channel, Elvis Ammo. He's got me really excited about the Black Out 300. So I've ordered the equipment as far as the molds to make my own bullets. I've already got my oven. I've got powder coating, powder coming in. One step of the process is taking 223 5.56 and turning the brass into a 223 round. So this is what I've came up with. There's a lot of videos out there. I've just got a couple slight things that are different, but what works for me, I just want to share that with you. I've taken the saw from Harbor Freight. I bought the fixture that goes into it. Took a little bit of getting it placed where it needs to be. I've taken and bought some I think it's called HMIS forming material, and it's got a slot in the center of it. I've bought a hose clamp that goes around the end of it, and basically I can start loading it, and then they'll come over to the side here. I'll try moving the camera just a little bit so hopefully you guys can see all that. One problem that I run into is a lot of the brass shavings are everywhere. I'm working on a shop vac system that I can hook to it. Here's something you can buy online, and basically it's just a hose, and it's got this fitting that goes on the end of your hose on your shop vac. So what I'm doing is trying to make a piece here so I could set this in there and use this so I don't have the shavings all over everywhere. So once I get that finished, I'll show it to you. The other thing that you run into, and you'll see a lot of videos out there, is these little pieces, the front of the nose of the 223 rounds, they get clogged up, fall back behind the saw blade, behind the machine. For right now, I've taken a piece of paper and made a template behind it to try to keep this stuff going to the front of it instead of behind it. And once I get it to where I want it, I'll take a heat gun. I got some plastic, and I'll make me a piece of plastic that actually keeps from these getting behind the fixture and also to the back of the unit. So I'll show you that as soon as that's finished as well. So I've got some here that I'm going to go ahead and run through. And if you go to, if you have anything to do with reloading in regards to Black Out 300, you guys got to go to Elvis Ammo's channel. I mean, he is taking it from the beginning of the process all the way to shooting it in the gel, the performance. He has done a great job from start to finish. And one thing that's really helpful for me is, and I send him emails back and forth, I asked him, what do you want to start on as far as cutting these cases down for the 300 Black Out round? And he gave me a number that he uses, which is 1370, and that's what I'm cutting these at. And I've got this thing down because he gave me a great starting point. I've got it down to now is I'll go ahead and cut these off, and I'll go ahead and resize these. And believe it or not, I am right on the money that I do not have to come back and trim my brass right now. So if you get that as close as you can and you experiment, and which Elvis Ammo, he is a scientist. I mean, he'll take it start to finish, and if something ain't right, he'll just keep after it until he finds a solution for it. And if you go and look at his reviews, you can tell that that's what he does in everything that he does. So anytime that I can go and not have to do any brass trimming or trim the brass, I mean, that is awesome. So anyway, I'll run some through here and you guys can see how my process is. I got a bin over here that catches the ones that are actually cut into size. And this little thing right here, I've got a hole that they're supposed to fall through. This is what I'm cutting off. And I won't try running a shot vac because you probably wouldn't be able to hear me, but let's go ahead and run a few through here. Take this, push it back on the back side of it, push down, all the way through. Take the next one, push it on through. And make sure your there doesn't get in the way. And then just keep pushing them across there. Feed them in. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll move this camera and then let you guys see that. So hold on one second.